So, Jay, energy uses numerous metrics to assess how well it's accomplishing its various program objectives and overall strategic goals. Would you outline several of those initiatives being pursued by Energy to consolidate and, more importantly, streamline its performance assessment systems?
Sure, Michael. Well, I guess first I would say that one of our guiding principles is something that I've heard Jeff Zients, who's the deputy director at OMB, say quite frequently. And in fact, he hasn't attributed the quote to me yet, but I'll forgive him. He's often said that in order for a performance measure to be useful, it needs to be used. And I am a big believer in that, and that is something in my 5+ year run at the Department of Energy I've really tried to impress upon the program managers that provide performance measures for our performance management system. Hey, if you're going to have a performance measure, make sure that this is something that's on your desk that you find useful. I also think it's important that we be data-driven, that the results that we have are founded in data, grounded in data, I should say, and are trendable. I've also started to become a big believer in less is more. We need to be able to recognize the distinction between data for decisions and data is just sort of a reference tool. There's a difference, and I think sort of sorting through some of that noise can be very helpful. We've actually used the new strategic plan as a convenient excuse, an important one, to go and revisit all of our performance measures. And we're about 2/3 of the way through, with the idea being, what are the measures that meet the criteria that we've just been talking about in terms of data-driven, trendable, useful, and which ones best tell the story. And in doing that, we've been able to reduce the number of performance measures we have by about half. And the ones that are left are, in my view, of a higher quality and more instructive nature in terms of what the department is doing. We actually took the unusual step of not submitting our performance information with the budget this past year. We ultimately did submit it a couple of months late, but we felt so strongly that we needed to get this right that we didn't rush it. We actually notified Congress that we just needed a little bit more time to finish. And hopefully they think that the wait was worthwhile. Certainly they'll see the fruits of that in this next budget that we're putting forward. So those are some of the things that we're focused on at the Department of Energy, and we'll see.